Hello guys, welcome to yet another episode of Face to Fear. Without talking much, let's get on right with our games. We're still in the same range, 2200 to 2400. We've only dropped a couple of points. Let's see how a set of games is going to be like today. Okay. D4, D5. I've played this opening many times with Kennedy. This is his favorite opening. Bringing the bishop out very early. The dark square bishop. It's always my usual favorite response is to bring my dark square bishop along this diagonal to make sure that whatever tricks he has there is neutralized. So I exchange D, bring my rook to E, preparing the break on E5. This is the usual response to stop that break. I can bring my queen to B6, attacking this pawn. From what I played within this just ended Olympiad, I learned that in a position like this, I can choose to play on the queen side. Make sure that my attack survives on the king side by stopping his attack. He's going to make these pushes, and in the future will push G4. But I have to be careful to avoid all that. If I play queen b6 immediately, there are simple ways you can defend the b pawn, and then I don't get to push my pawns on the queen side. So I think it's better for me to play rb8 first, then start pushing on the queen side. The king comes to b6 later on after the b4 pawn has been pushed forward. I also have to be careful of this along the diagonal. This bishop is very powerful where it's placed. So now queen b6 begins to make sense after the pawns have been exchanged here. Yeah, I guess so. This bishop will have to find somewhere to develop to, I think. Okay, so this move is to make sure that my king side is destroyed completely. I'll defend against that with this. The queen will come here at a certain point after this knight has been exchanged. Then I'm going to have to push this forward. Otherwise there'll also be g4 with the same idea. Yeah, and that's what he plays. Now I'm going to play this to make sure that I capture the queen side. Now he has to, if he's going to take, he's going to take with queen, with the bishop, sorry, because his knight is pinned by the rook. And when he takes with the bishop, he loses some part of the attack on this diagonal. And I doubt that's what he's going to do, so he has to defend this because now this is an attack. But unfortunately, this happens. So this is forced. Interesting. Now when I take, he's going to take with the bishop. Once I take, I think he gets a repetition or even better, a win. Okay. My choices are very limited here. There's a mid threat here, and there's material to be taken here. Okay, what to do now? I'm going to play this. Once he takes this, I can take this. I'm losing material, but I might survive. I'm hanging my third here. It takes with a rook. I can take this. Okay, it takes with a queen. So let me go for this. Okay, so material count is equal, but definitely okay. It's equal. I have three pieces. He also has 3 pieces. I have a rook. Has a rook. 3 pawns. 3 pawns. Okay, but it's still complicated. This knight can come and rest here, and then later on move here. I'm forced to take somehow. I don't want to take this pawn. That opens up this file for the rook. I think my bishop might be better placed somewhere else. This one can also develop here. Interesting. Wow, I'm down on time. So much. Check. Wow. Oh, I should have just taken this. It's unfortunate I didn't. Oh, that drops this piece. I moved so quickly, I just threw the game away. Should have just taken this for free. We'll do better next time. That was an interesting game. It was double-sided. In the end, a blunder would have decided the game, one way or the other. There was little time to think. is a position I'm comfortable playing. I've played it so many times. So the bishop's job here is to put pressure along his diagonal. Later on to be aided by the queen. He also does the same with his light square bishop. I'd have to be pushing my pawn soon enough to create some space along the king side. And I can't do that right now. That will force his rook here. Okay, he doesn't. Next I can now push my pawn here. Then I can start to attack on the king side with this pressure along the diagonal. The bishop will retreat, the queen will come to d3, rook comes, and then the second rook joins, and that's the main strategy. Knight can come here to stop me from playing d3 immediately. The knights will have to rest here for the rest, for as long as this battery exists, but this is not going to be for so long because I can't keep my queen just blocking the bishop's activity along the diagonal for a long time. Since it doesn't achieve anything immediately, it will have to look ready for its square to be placed on, but the pressure will still remain. We can okay, so this drops a pawn, unfortunately. No, it doesn't. He can't take this because of the check, and this will be hanging, so he does not take. He cannot take. This is intended to double up along this file, cause some problems. Also to defend it with the queen. So expect something like this. The bishop is best placed here in the meantime. Oh, this drops it for nothing. The only good news about this position is the fact that his knight is not yet taking part, but that is not really difficult. Can take part in the attack soon enough, just by playing here. He prepares that by making safe spot for his king to move out in case of a check. The bishop can also play and then come here, attacking the witness here. Next destination this. I think this is also falling, and I can get to have a good game. At least leveling up a little bit of material. With this, surely. I'm going to have to be careful of any background tricks here. Maybe with this, maybe, yeah. Just watch out for the knight, make sure that doesn't end up on the square. That would be a disaster. So any maneuver should be correctly checked. What's he up to now? It's unfortunate I let this happen. I win on time, and let's see what happens. You know, I have a background commit I should be careful of. So this bishop cannot leave this diagonal. So once he plays, he's going to have to play the king either forward or backwards. It doesn't really change much. Any check, he can just. I don't think there's anything to be afraid of here. I'm the one who has to be more careful. So I managed to win on time in this one. I'm lucky here. Let's move immediately to the next game. Let's keep on playing. d4, d5. I shouldn't have allowed his pawns to push towards my king side. That was what gave some counterplay. Should have limited all that. Because once I could get my bishop out of that pin, then I could have had a better chance at winning the game. Okay. Now this is under attack because the knight is being pinned. I castle early. Yeah, he still has 2 development moves to make before he castles. I can bring my rook inside immediately, and I can do that right now. Other moves to be looking for: knight bd7, and then to b6. There's no threat here. There's a pin to worry about. I can break the center with this. If it takes with the bishop, I take with. Okay. Alright, I'm actually being pinned. That's it. I didn't really see it that way. This castle move means that I can't move the knight because it's pinned. And I can't recapture because I'll be losing material. So I can play this instead. This falls. This falls. This falls with this. Yes. See if this will work. Something out of the ordinary. He still has castling to do. And he wants he so badly wants a queen exchange. Trying to avoid it in this move wouldn't really be helpful at all because he has this to play. How am I faring here? Let's try this. Because we don't want him to gain more material with knight c7. These moves are strange. They look like they should be correct, but there's a lot at stake. to be confident about moves like this. Okay, this bishop coming here is the difference. Actually a winner for that. There's nothing to be done. He does not. I think I want my bishops. Does this work anything at all? I don't see anything happening. Maybe a repetition. It's looking like a repetition, but I'm sure there's a way out. There's so many pieces around. Just so many pieces around. There is a final check. So many pieces around. Was there any other check I could have done to make a difference instead of checking here? I don't know. We can resign now. Alright, so that was our third game and a very interesting one. I fought for a draw with repetition, but that didn't work out. I came close. So, new opponents. It was an unfortunate piece I dropped in the opening when I thought that the knight could not be taken unless he castles. Just I missed that he had to be good castle queenside and the piece was falling. We should be careful not to make those mistakes in this game. I can take here, exchange queens, and this is one where I enjoy playing. It threatens to take this pawn, and I think in most of the times, most lines I have played, black decides that he's going to just go down the exchange. exchange for a pawn. What? I have not played this before. Aha, there's the reason why. There's this. Oh, this drop. Wow. How have I not seen this before? And this is being protected by this. Why did I play this? There has to be a reason why this didn't work out this time around. So I'm playing 2 rooks against the 2 pieces and a rook, and 2 pieces are going to be far more superior. The material count is in favor of black. This should probably be a loss again, unfortunately. Unless I'm able to pull something out miraculously. The rooks are basically just powerless here. I just have to maybe try and then exchange 1 pair of rooks and see what I can do against the 2 pieces. He avoids the exchange of rooks, placing his rook at the seemingly safe square. It's only a matter of time until this rook becomes trapped. It seems. Another pawn drops, actually. Unfortunately. There's no way I'm winning this. I can't take this with this one being firmly rooted there. There's no way to take this one out without losing material. There's very little to be done here, seriously. With this rook joining the game, there's now just very little chance of any success or anything, any mistake at all. I didn't really have so many options. But oh, I wasn't even sure why I placed the king here. Now I've been proven why. It was even a very bad move. I've been proven why it was a very bad move. Okay, so let's look at the opening, because I've played this many times. Didn't know there was a reputation for it. Now with this, yeah, I guess I could attack. But still drops material anyway. I think it's just a bad move. It should be avoided. Okay, so that's it for today. Thanks for sticking around to watch. I will bring more episodes every week. Stay tuned. Thank you.